Hi everyone, my name is Carly Cryle and I live in the small village of Amanda, Ohio. Through this whole assignment, I found a lot of cool ideas and opportunities that I could show my future students. So, the first question was, what did you learn about your community to support your teaching? So, like I said, there's a ton of resources in Amanda. Looking back in my childhood and my school experience, none of my teachers really used them. We had a land lab that was detached from the school, and we went there a lot, but that was the only field trip I really remember utilizing in our community. So, a lot of opportunities that just none of the teachers really use. What opportunities for students to learn social studies? Like I said, there's a lot of opportunities in our community that students can do with their family, their friends, and not necessarily just on a field trip with their class. Like I said, I don't think I know anyone that actually utilizes them, but there's a ton of things if you just reach out and be friendly and ask an organization or ask a person or ask a specific place, hey, could you share a little bit information about what you do? We would love to learn from you, and I'm sure they would love to. And then, which discipline out of the four had the greatest potential? I can't really say that any of them had more than the other. I think all four of them are very supportive in student learning. But in my case of researching Amanda and researching my little town, there was a lot of the things out of the events, people, places, and organizations that I wanted to use government for. Not saying it's more important, just it fit a lot of the things, and I felt like it was very important. Um, Okay, so history. History was one of our first ones that we decided to do. So I picked, in our town of Amanda, I picked the library. So the history strand topic was historical thinking and skills, content statement, primary and secondary sources can be used to create historical narratives. So I thought our library is super close to school. It's in walking distance. So I was thinking as a teacher, I can have my students walk to the library just to get out of the classroom. We could use this as a resource. We could use the librarian to help us study or do research projects. They do have a wider selection of books than what the school library does, so it would just be a nice little way to get out and ask the librarian. I'm sure she would love to have, the kids there and just to widen our horizons in that bit. So for geography, I choose the Cross Mound Park. So the Cross Mound Park is a little bit out of Amanda. It's still in our school district, I believe. And the mounds are just, there's nothing, just to give you a little background. There's no rhyme or reason for the mounds. Always growing up, I thought someone told me that it was because of the Native Americans back when they lived in the land that they made the mounds. But when I was researching it now, I couldn't find anything to prove that. So I don't know if that's true, if that's something someone just told me. I couldn't find that factual evidence. But there's a lot of things you could do with these mounds. I was thinking you could have the students make hypothesis on what they thought caused the mounds. The mounds is literally, just to give you more background, it's literally like a cross shape where the ground is just raised up a little bit. That is a picture, what I found on the internet of the mounds. But yes, so the geography strand for this topic would be spatial thinking and skills, the content statement, a map scale, and cardinal intermediate directions can be used to describe the relative location of physical and human characteristics of Ohio in the United States. So next slide. My next topic was government. So government, what I picked was a person for this one, and the person in particular was our Mayor Shar. She was newly elected, and she's very, very involved in our school district. Back when I was student liaison, she would always go to the school board meetings. Just a very nice lady, and I know if we asked her, she would love to work with our students. For the government strand that I picked, government strand was the one that I picked. Topic was civic participation and skills, content statement, civic participation requires individuals to make informed and reasoned decisions by assessing and using information effectively. So my brainstorming idea was just to have Mayor Shar come into our classroom, even write her letters inviting her, and then the students can ask her questions on how she makes her decisions about her job, just anything and everything. And then maybe we could even participate in our own class election. So the next topic was economics. Something that local happens in Amanda, it's kind of outside of Amanda, about 20 minutes, is the Circleville Pumpkin Show. This happens once a year around mid-October, and the Circleville Pumpkin Show is kind of like it kind of is like a fair. It has a lot of pumpkins, a lot of rides, a lot of booths that you can buy random things from. So the strand that I thought would go with this is economic strand. Topic, product and consumption, content statement, interpreters organize productive resources and take risks to make a profit and compete with other producers. So in the classroom, we could relate to this by students having their own market day. I've seen this. One of my colleagues back in undergrad also did this, where they had their students produce and sell fake items, and we had parents come in and they bought the items, and then the students said what was difficult about it and what was easy about it. So that's just a fun way to relate back to something local, our Circleville Pumpkin Show. So the takeaway that I had from this project is overall I learned about my community and what I could do as a teacher and what could benefit my students and what we could gain a little bit more knowledge about our small village. Students are able, or standards were able to fit all the ideas for the community, some better than others. As I mentioned earlier, the government strands I really wanted to fit in like all 8 of them. I really think I could, but I didn't. Geography was the hard one for me to fit in, but all of them did fit in some way or shape. So history, geography, government, and economics fit in well with all the events, people, places, and organizations. So that is all. Thank you very much for listening. See you later. Bye.